Hey, what's going on, sales professionals? Leon Thomas. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to 2 to 3x your sales closing ratios, how to have more meaningful conversations, and how to eliminate closing conflict so you can sell more of your product or service with less effort in 2025. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started because we got a lot to cover. Now, for those of you who do not know me, I've sold everything from solar to life insurance, health insurance, B2B, B2C, HVAC, roofing, you name it. So I've been around and I've sold over 2.5 million amongst those industries. And so I'm here to share with you exactly how you can actually leverage these skill sets to do the same, regardless of the industry that you are in. Now, this is very important because a lot of sales trainers are not going to tell you this. The gurus are not going to tell you what I'm going to share with you right now. And one of the biggest things that you need to focus on if you want to increase your sales, if you want to eliminate objections altogether, you want to eliminate closing conflict, and you want to have more meaningful conversations with your prospects. Now, one of the most important things that you need to do to separate yourself from the rest of the competition in your niche is number one is I know you probably hear a lot of things about from the gurus online in regards to tonality and sounding like this and sounding like that and all these different things. But one of the biggest things that you need to focus on, number one, if you want to get people to open up to you, so where you actually have people actually having conversations with you where they open up to you emotionally, is you need to care. You need to care. And it doesn't matter how corny this may sound to you. It doesn't matter, what you may think about it. You may not agree. But one of the biggest differences between amateurs and professionals is that they actually care about the people that they're serving. And so there's a lot of, talk going on online. There's a lot of people, talking about how to do this and how to do that. But I'm going to share with you one of the main reasons why prospects aren't opening up to you is, for example, most sales professionals that are out there today, you've probably lived an introverted lifestyle, right? Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You probably have only had conversations with people who you wanted to have conversations with, meaning family members, friends, etc. You've never had conversations casually with people, or you very rarely do, I should say. And so now all of a sudden you are in a sales, you're in sales, and now you have to talk to people, but it's primarily for the sole purpose of you making a sale, right? Of you making a commission. And so for most people, it's not as easy to do that because now you don't know exactly how you need to talk to people. What actually moves people emotionally? How do you get people to open up to you emotionally so they can actually share with you their wants, their needs, their pain points, right? Their buying triggers, like things like that. And so a lot of what people are doing online, what most sales reps are doing online, and this is one of the biggest things that's keeping sales reps stuck, it's because you are acting. You are acting. You are doing things that are not even who you are. It's not even within alignment of who you are as a human being. Excuse me. I'm trying not to sneeze. Excuse me. And so, and so, you've been told to do all these things, but what the biggest thing that you have not been told is that you've been told to do. What I'm going to share with you to what you need to be doing is you need to be. You need to start being. You need to start focusing on being the sales professional that has the conversations that your prospects need to have in order to see you as the sales professional that can help them solve their problems. Hope that makes sense, right? You need to focus on being. So if you are not focused on being the sales professional that you need to be, you are going to be doing things that doesn't feel right, that doesn't seem like it's going with humans' biological buying mechanisms. You're not going to be having conversational sales settings. It's going to sound scripted. It's going to sound like a sales setting to your prospects, and you're going to sound like every other sales professional that's out there. So I want you to understand that you need to focus on being. So a lot of the new gurus are telling you you need to do this and do that. Yes, there's some things you have to do, but if you don't focus on being the person that you need to be, being that sales professional that your prospects need you to be for them, you're not going to have the conversations that you need to have in order for them to see you as the one that can actually help them solve their problems. And so, the biggest thing that you can begin to do in order to get that shift, number one, is you have to care for the people that you serve. I want you to look at every prospect that you have as if they're a mother or father, your father, or grandmother, or grandfather, or whoever, right? A relative, right? How would you want a sales rep to treat them? How would you want them to do business with them, right? Because what most people think is that they need to act, right? How would you want if someone was acting to make a sale to your mom or your dad, right? You wouldn't want that. So I approach every call, I treat every one of my clients as if that's who they are, like they're a relative, even though they're not. And so, if you want to build those stronger connections, that is what must begin to do. Okay. You have to, first and foremost, you have to care. Okay. The next thing that you're going to have to do is you must be interested in people, right? Like, let's just don't make any mistake about it. If you are not interested, genuinely interested in people, now, regardless of the fact that your prospects may not care about you caring about them, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't care, right? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a heart to help them, to want to see them in a better state, better than where they were before you got on that call with them or you got into that home or that setting with them, right? You should want to see them in a better situation. But you can't do that without actually, first and foremost, caring and being intentional and being interested in where they are now. And so, most sales professionals today, they're being taught to do all these things. And you think that you need to act. Everything is like an act. So it's inauthentic, it's disingenuine, and it's not real. And so, this is why your prospects aren't open up. This is why they're not sharing with you information that's pertinent to you actually gathering information so you can help them. They're just giving you surface level answers. They're giving you knee jerk responses. They're giving you closing conflict. And they're not being forthright with you. It's because you are acting and your prospects know it. And so I put together a video below, somewhere above or below this video, where I actually go over the buyer's hypergamy method, where I literally share with you exactly how to sell more of your product or service with less effort in order for you to actually have more meaningful conversations, ask better questions, eliminate objections, decrease closing conflict, or eliminate closing conflict altogether, so that you can actually have more impact first, and then you can increase your income, right? Because if you do not have more meaningful conversations with your prospects, if you don't know how to ask quality questions, and if you can't articulate them in a way where your prospects can see you as the solution to their problem, you're not going to sell as much as you want to sell. You're not going to hit your goals. You're not going to double or triple your closing ratios. So with that being said, I hope you guys got a ton of value from this video. Just keep in mind that these are the things that you must do. And this is how you separate yourself from the other 99% of the sales professionals in your industry, right? So with that being said, of course, like I said, I put a link somewhere above or below this video. I put together a presentation where I explain exactly everything that you need to know in order to actually have those quality conversations with your prospects, and everything that your prospects need from you in order to see exactly that you are the one that they need to go with. You are the solution to their problem, and you are the sales professional in their eyes that they want to help them solve those problems. Right. So with that being said, of course, I'll see you on the next one. Happy New Year, of course. Take care. Love you, sales reps.